Go get your seat. We're live.
We're live?
Yes.
We're live?
Yes.
We're live? Where was my countdown, Garrison?
It was on the clock if you have been looking at it. Get a watch.
I have my phone. You said 10 seconds. 5.321. I need you to come to work with me here.
No.
Alright, are we actually live? Because
Yes.
it doesn't look like my camera on.
Yep. It should be.
It's not blue.
I would say again, it should be.
It doesn't show that Kane's alive.
What? Is it like Frozen?
Yeah, he's a ghost. Yeah, he's a legit not on there.
Fuck. I gotta fix shit. Hold on, people.
Yeah, if you're already watching, there's a delay already. Welcome to the dimwits part. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Oh yeah, my computer, my thing's on.
There it is.
I'm sorry. Ha 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 ha. Oh, hey, no, I'm here. Hey, hello. Take two. Greetings, heroes.
None of you saw that.
Welcome.
God's angry.
We're okay so far.
Fuck out of
We're
me. That
just-
got so loud so fast, sir.
Can I start? I already did my fucking clip. We're doing another one. Greetings, heroes and heroines and beings in between. I'm your Dungeon Master, McCandless Harrison. And to my left, I have...
I am Tyler Crow. Y'all can call me Crow. I play DeGale Darkcloud the Fourth. And yeah, and then
My name's Adam Hollis. You can call me Adam if you want. And I am playing Bulldias Half-Heart.
I am Garrison. You can call me Gary. Gee, there's a whole lot of different fucking names you can come with that. Anyway, I'm playing Xanis Varora.
No one calls him anything but Gary.
That's true.
Out of
Well,
the-
Cade calls me G.
Who?
Cade?
Is Cade here?
No.
Okay.
I don't like this version
They
of
also
Kane.
call me Kane. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. This is the world that I have wrought.
I take it back. Don't call me anything.
Can I call
Just
you
talk at me.
later?
Yes.
hey, yo.
Sick!
The bag might be in it.
Oh, dude, no, you had a mountain between you. No! It was actually kind of perfect.
Is it an orange mountain covered in dew?
Yeah. The citrus tree. Alright. So, I had a question for everyone before we started. So, you guys have not met the characters yet, so fuck that. But, what would your character's favorite Pokemon be? If they were in the real world, what would their favorite Pokemon be?
I don't.
Snorlax.
Okay. No, that was very fast. I like that.
Oh no, that scares me.
Are you usually Googling Pokemon right now?
Yeah, I'm about
bro?
to. Yeah.
God damn it!
Just pull up Pokemon Go.
I don't have all the Pokemon collected.
Where have you been grinding, son?
Nowhere.
Fuck!
I don't. Probably like Ghastly or one of the ghost types.
Okay. Interesting. Not what I would have thought.
Say Diglett.
Huh?
Diglett. Say Diglett. Say Diglett.
Say Diglett.
No, I was actually thinking Lucario.
Okay. Yeah, that works. Cool. Alright. So for the one person that is me watching this stream.
I have it pulled up.
Hell yeah. I bet you guys can't guess what I'm drinking. I'm hiding the cover.
Yeah, because we're not sponsored.
We're not. Fuck.
Not about to give our 7 followers no goddamn something. So, are you ready?
Are you ready, kids? No. But here we are.
That was not an answer. Are we good to go?
Yeah, we're good.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Alright. So, as we dive into the world of Toiasua,
Can you
Toiasua. Also, Toiasua, whatever you want to call it.
spell that one more time?
Toiasua.
Thank you.
As we dive into Toiasua, an unforgiving world. A world with 3 moons and a sun. The blue moon Aten and the red moon Zeta, standing ever vigilant on the eastern and western poles of the world. Forever watching the sun, and Kohan, the middle moon, playing an eternal game of cat and mouse. We turn our attention from the stars to the crest of the planet. We make our way to our adventurers. As we pass the shining metropolis of Zulapan, with its shining capital buildings and its upper shopping districts where nobles and devils each laugh and live lavish lives, to the large population that surrounds them, its people surrounded in smog and waste. The cries of the destitute and the manipulated push past the walls, carrying to the massive cliffsides, dropping thousands of feet into the tumultuous waters below. This cliffside eroded and ravaged by the beastly waters. Low tides allow for the sight of these cliffs. As when the high tide rises and Kohan is at its height in the middle of the sky, the water begins to breach in the cliffs. The water begins to breach the cliffs and spill onto the land. The world mostly covered in these hellish seas, we look towards the eastern side of the world. These 3 countries shrouded in mystery. The nigh unreachable and ever-evolving Avistok. The peaks of the world and the gateways to the plains Imura. And the land of beasts and monsters old-faced. Crossing the land bridge to Etual, the mile-wide bridge that only shows its face during low tide is the only connection to the 2 continents. Its sleek metal finish has stood the test of erosion since the gods have left this plane. Being the only way to and from, there's little choice for travelers, as they make their way fast as they can to get to the peak of Etual, the safe haven for the weary and traveled. The only place for hundreds of miles where you can find respite from the devilish waves. As we set our sights back on civilization, crossing the land bridge to the elven country of Anlisaville, the barren wasteland that was home to the elves once, now is but a husk of its beauty. The last standing relic is the grand tree of their people, protected by those who revere it as their god. Pushing south to the barren lands of Karekit, where the Dragonborns live, with near nothing in regards to resources and culture. They are a sad people with shack towns and nothing else to prove their worth. Our sights finally lay on the country of Sultandi, the land of the dwarves, who have the most fruitful farmlands that are constantly bombarded by monsters and bandits alike. They are a hardy people who fight to live and live to fight. Though the land is fertile, it is equally dangerous, all due to the Lake of the Lady's Tears, being the main topographical landmark that allows these fertile soils to exist. Thus covers the world. But our adventure starts much, much smaller. In the joining corners of Karekit, Sultandi, and Anlisaville, we find our adventurers. Each one of you is almost in a stasis right now. Your mind is blank. You see nothing but darkness. You can tell that this has been a very long time, but you have no judge of time or space. You can't feel your muscles. You can't feel hardly anything. It's almost like everything around you is dampened, and you are barely existing. As if from a hellish nap, you all 3 of you awaken. Your eyes and sight start to come to you. As you start to look around, your dark vision, because you have the spooky dark vision, right, is still adapting. it's almost like someone took your eyesight away as you see a goblin sitting in front of you. Large hooked nose, wearing very, very nice, like royal garb. He is dressed almost like a knight. He has chainmail kind of underneath his like regalia. As you see, he's not looking threatening, but he seems to be motioning towards you all. And as you start to gain your sight, you then start to gain your voice. You feel your breath for the first time in what seems like ages. It's almost like the nap you couldn't wake up from, that you're starting to pick up the pieces of what happened. Then you start to be able to move your body. Your muscles are still very tight. As you look, you are bound in shackles from your hands and your feet. Each one of them, roll an Arcana check for anyone who's proficient in Arcana.
16.
16.
Okay, so you two notice that there are arcane etchings in the gauntlets, or in the shackles themselves, so they seem to be some sort of magical shackles. So, as you kind of look at that, you notice that you can't really move. You can kind of move your neck and your head, but everything else is completely paralyzed. As you see the goblin look over all of you, and he starts to kind of go through this little checklist in his head. So he starts like humming to himself. He's flicking through this notebook. He seems to be trying to make sure he's doing the procedures correctly. As you all start to look around and look at your surroundings, you are covered in a cobblestone room with no, do all of you have dark vision?
Yeah.
Okay. So you all start to see each other. If you would like to describe what you all look like, starting with my left, going right, describe what you look like, but don't describe any colors because you all cannot see color right now. And you don't have any of your armor or weapons on you.
Cool. So what are we wearing exactly? Are we just wearing like tattered clothing?
You
or?
are wearing like tattered, like burlap clothing.
Okay. So you see a male about 5 foot tall on the. He's kind of like Kane's build, where very muscular, but just like not very toned out. You see that his kind of like my hair, how it is shaved on all sides, and has a very extra long ponytail. Yeah, the tattered clothing, and that's about it.
So, when you see Boldias, you see a rather hulking 7 foot plus, 300 plus pound humanoid person. Until he has a bald head. And that's really about all.
When you see Xanis, he is a half-elf male. He's about 5'8", and he looks deathly thin.
So, as you all start to get your surroundings, you hear him go, and we'll Alright, welcome to hell, everyone. You all have been in prison for whatever reasons, we don't know. You just got transferred to us, so me and Vadrin, we'll look after you. We really like this to be a lot better than what I said. That's kind of the bar. Y'all in jail for whatever the hell you did, okay? I don't know. Adrian?
Yeah.
The hell was that?
Oh, just someone getting rowdy. Don't worry.
Alright. Anyway. You got community service. In a few hours, we'll bring you food. That's really how our day's gonna go. Sound good?
Yeah, I guess it sounds good for what we're already able to do. So, I mean, unless we can get these shackles off.
Oh, yeah. Whenever I leave the room, they'll kind of deactivate. So, basically, here's what I'll do. And so he starts to undo the shackles slightly. So he moves it to 1. So basically, you all will have wristbands on you. That it seems whenever he's around, your movements are slower. You're like almost like you have a slow spell cast on you, and every time you try to think of something aggressive thought, almost like the spell Calm Emotion starts to come over
Fucking
you.
thing again.
So he puts that on you. All right, so I'm gonna leave. Yeah, don't kill each other or do. That's less mouths to feed. Anyway, I'm Sneb, and Vadrin is my human companion. If you need either of us, just yell. And he just hightails it out of there. Closes the door with a heavy thud, as there is like a large like oak door with metal inlays. So it's almost like sealed tight. The air in here is very, very thick. It's very humid in here. You can almost smell the mold. It's not great. You all are starting to adjust with your dark vision, but you 3 have the room to yourself.
I don't like being in here, but I guess we have to do what we have. Let's start this off. My name's DeGale, Dark Cloud. Guess doesn't really matter. You call me Gale if you want me to. That's about it. What are you guys' names?
Boldias.
Nice to meet you, Bodias.
Dishonest.
Nice to meet you, Zanus. Hopefully we're not here for too long. Let's be friends. Are we like completely shackled, or like I know you just said?
Now it's moved to a bracelet. You are free to move around the room. The slow spell has dissipated as it is just you all in the room.
Got it. I'll walk up to the gate. Door.
Yep.
There's like slits, and you can look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Or, got it.
It's a solid door.
Sick.
Think of like maximum security.
Got it. Well. Dum, dum, dum. I put my ear up to the door.
Okay. You hear as feet start to like approach the door quickly. Yeah.
Nothing, sorry. I just wanted to see how quickly the response would be.
That's not ominous at all. Away.
We're stuck in here for now, so it's not like it's
Are
gonna
you
matter.
daft?
What?
Are you daft?
Deaf?
Daft.
Sure.
Oh my god.
And I'll just sit around, just chill out for a bit,
Okay.
and probably just do nothing, fiddle with my hands.
Okay. Well, Dice, are you doing anything?
Sizing these 2 up,
Okay.
trying to figure out how the fuck they're in the same cell with me.
They're considerably smaller.
Yeah.
Xanis is completely ignoring the other 2 and immediately checking out the room, looking for any structural weak points, air vents, anything.
You can roll whatever you want, but I'll tell you right now that as you, it's just a very quick scan of the room makes you realize that the levels of stonework that's down here, it is deep. You are deep in the earth. And that the only weak point would be the door. That's a thick ass door. So Zana starts to kind of creep around the room, kind of like looking at stuff. He starts to move with this like similar to a shadow, but it's very disjointed. It's kind of off-putting. His presence in general is very off-putting.
Is this like technically like a dark room?
Yeah, no, this is pitch black.
Okay.
There's no light.
As you guys are like looking around, you don't see me anymore. I kind of just like went invisible for you guys.
So, with the shackle on, you see him almost like a little, like, as the conversation was happening between you all, he kind of, like, showed himself, but as he starts to, like, go more, like, inward and just kind of, like, sit down and be more introspective, he started to fade into the shadows. The only thing you can see on him is the bracelet. So you kind of know his general location, almost like when you're playing a video game, if there's like an invisible character, you see like the shimmer for a second. That's what you see. So as you all just kind of sit amongst yourselves, you hear the feet. And him like crack open the door, and he goes, so what do you all eat? Like, we got vegetarians, vegans, we got pescatarians. What do we got here? The food here is actually kind of nice.
I step up, get up, stand up for a second.
As you start to get up, it's very slow. Like, you're used to your motions and actions being very quick. It is very slow.
Whatever meat you have, that's fine. This is weird.
Okay, so you like meat? Big guy?
I'll take whatever you give me.
Meat?
The same.
Meat? Alright, cool. So he, and, speeds off. And only like 10 minutes later, he comes back. Alright, and he wheels in like a cart of like almost not like great meat. It looks like it's definitely table scraps, but whoever's table scraps these are eats very well. And so he kind of motions the cart over, just kind of leaves the cart in there for you guys. There's just stuff on plates. There's no forks, there's no utensils at all.
I'll get up and go to the cart, and I'll take two of the plates and hand it to them because they haven't made a move at all.
As soon as you guys like smell the food, you realize that you are unbelievably hungry. You feel like your body has been robbed of taste in what feels like years.
Little Joel comes down. Plate.
Thank you.
I'll go back over with the cart, grab the last plate,
And he closes. Leaves.
go to the corner.
Okay.
I start nomming.
Yeah. As soon as like the food actually like hits your mouth, you can't get enough. Like it is. You probably would have the same effect as if you were eating dog food. That you would love it. So the fact that this is like actually semi-good food is unbelievable to your taste buds.
Chef's gifts to whoever made this, even though it's just scraps.
Why are you two in here?
I just got done licking the plate. I mean, there could be multiple reasons I got put in here.
Do you remember?
Do I remember? No, not at all.
Because I can't either.
Did the meat have bones?
Some of them, yeah.
Xanas collects as many of the bones as he can.
Okay.
And then so the cart is still in here, correct?
Yes.
He starts looking over the cart, see how it's held together.
It is seemingly one piece of wood with these little like swivel casters on the bottom.
It's literally just carved out of a piece of wood straight like this.
Yes.
He takes off the casters.
Okay.
Using the bones, he'll make one into a screwdriver, whatever he's got to use.
It's like a bolt.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he will find a way to pry the shit off.
Okay.
If he needs the big guy to do it, he'll make him do it.
Okay. Well, you definitely can't get enough leverage with the bones, and with your tiny frame, you can roll me a strength check.
First roll.
Second.
Damn it.
15.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's on there very tight, and there's no you can't get any leverage with it. What you got?
Hey. Would you mind breaking this?
I'll walk over.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Being a problem.
Sick. I'm gonna go stand right over here and not be a problem. You can continue what you're doing. I don't care.
I won't try and break them off.
Roll me a strength check.
$19.
Okay. How are you trying to break them off?
Just
Okay. Just with your bare hand. Okay, so as you're hitting it, it's starting to move as your hand is starting to bleed. You'll take a point of damage. But your hand is starting to kind of sop up with blood as you're just like hammer fisting this caster. It's getting there.
Okay. Well, if that's gonna be that, it's gonna take that much. Don't bother. I was trying to fashion something to see if I could listen to find out where exactly we are, but evidently someone already tried that.
And while I'm in the corner, I'm gonna just like turn around, like try to cast Good Berry.
Okay.
Do I cast it?
It does cast, yes.
Okay. Turn around and
He throws a berry at you.
they're good berries, just so you know.
Would I know that that's a spell?
How much time have you spent with druids?
That depends on if something was a druid in my past. The thing that.
Yes, you would.
Okay. Cool. Like the spell, like your magic works.
Yeah. Apparently it works. So.
Once he figures this out, Xanax is gonna try and misty step across the room.
Okay. As soon as he tries.
Ow.
He's gonna take 9 damage, as it almost feels like the walls shift to where you were going to teleport, and knock you back on your ass in the same spot. You guys see him turn into shadows and then immediately dissipate and just hit the ground flat back.
Can't cast all spells.
Are you good, buddy?
Fine.
Cool. Tossing another one.
Is that heal point?
Yeah, it's a 1 hit point. And it makes you basically full and nourished of everything you need for 24 hours.
After seeing them eat their good berries, I'll just assume it's safe.
Tastes amazing.
You don't feel hungry anymore, which is a good thing for now.
Roll me an Arcana checks again. You roll me an Arcana check with advantage.
No.
18.
Mine will also be 18. Yeah.
The feeling that washes over you as soon as you eat a good berry almost feels like the feeling you had right after you woke up, like from your stasis. It almost seems like the shackles are also meant to keep you alive and them not have to feed you. Usually, probably for transportation of some sort. Or torture. You don't know. As you all start to get more familiar with each other, you hear the as the slowness starts to come over, he goes, "Oh no!" And he goes over to the cart, sets it back up. "Oh no, you got a wonky wheel now. Every time." And he starts to like yank the cart out and just like, not like struggle with it, but it's just, he's not putting all his power into it, but everyone knows what it feels like to get that fucking shitty shopping cart.
Yeah.
And he just keeps drifting, and he keeps like trying to like yank it back.
Two of the wheels just aren't rolling.
Yeah, exactly.
That will draw a very large smile from Xanis.
Cool. As he kind of like, "Matron, yeah, get this fucking thing." All right. Then you hear gunk, 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 as you can barely see him, but as he kind of like shows his like stature, he almost matches the half orc, but he looks human-ish. As he goes, and he just runs with the cart away.
He's huge. Holy fuck.
As the Sneb turns around, he goes, "All right, you had your food. Let's go do some community service." And so he opens the door for everyone.
Walk out first.
Okay. You're walking out. This is the first time you've hit light, and even torchlight alone is starting to like hurt your eyes a little bit. Not a ton, but it might. But everyone else, it's just kind of irritating.
Good to see some light again. Do we still feel slow around him?
Only if there's any only sudden moves feel slow.
Okay.
So you're kind of like, you just getting up, normally to you is very quick, so that's why it's slowed down. So as you kind of just walk forward and do nothing, you feel normal.
Okay.
The more you look at this bracelet, all of you, you realize that there is a lot of different enchantments on this thing. Alright, follow me. We're gonna go clean up some graffiti because people are assholes. He turns around, so you're going up. So, he's walking very slowly. He's just kind of like waddling, like, as he kind of like has to move around his armor. As he's going up the staircase, you see a lot of doors. Not a one of them is open. There is no way to look inside of them. They're just as they are.
All the doors look like the same material that.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's a very durable wood with metal reinforcements all around it. So as he starts to bring you all up, anyone say or do anything?
Is it getting any brighter as we go up further?
You're still like you're getting to a spiral staircase, so you're just gonna.
When we left the first room, did it look like it went down any further?
Yes.
Okay.
Sneb, how long have you been here?
Oh, me? I've been here like, oh my god, most of my life, like 7 years.
That's most of your life?
Yeah, goblins don't live too long.
Got it. So, who's the big human?
Vadron?
Vadron, yeah.
Yeah, he's my buddy. Cool. Me and him kind of run most of this place.
Run most of it?
Yeah.
And this place is...
It's prison.
Well, obviously.
Where?
But, like...
Oh, we're at the corners of Kilket, Sultandi, and Alisaville.
So are you all just slavers?
What? No.
I didn't do anything to be here.
Oh, well, you were here. You came from another prison. You didn't, like, you got transferred here.
Did they give you a reason as to why we were imprisoned?
Nope. There was some Zulapon bureaucratic shit. I don't mess with that. I just do what I'm told so I don't get in fights with devils. So, Vadron! Alright. So, yeah. I'm just doing what I'm told.
Alright,
You all don't seem too bad so far.
I've been trying to do what's right most of my life as I can try to remember it. But, I mean, if I got put in here for a reason, then I got put in here for a reason.
Usually it's bullshit reasons. To be completely honest, that's why we try and make this like a good experience because...
So far, it's been a decent experience. I've never been in prison before.
The more you kind of like, the more you stick around, the better your living conditions will get. Basically, if you just fuck around too much at this level, you go deeper, and sometimes we just have to off you. It's just how it goes.
What's deeper?
Oh, the real fuckheads. No, like mass murderers, like people who do genocide. There were a few bets on see what you guys did. You look like you're a genocide guy, as he points towards the half-orc.
Maybe.
Vadron, I owe you at least half a silver. He is indeed very scary. Kinda all these guys are. Alright. As he starts to it's starting to get brighter as he's walking up. The sun hits you guys. So you guys all know the world as very gloomy. The sun doesn't really come out. It's always covered by some sort of cloud line. It's like almost raining all the time. So right now it's like there's a little mist. There's a small fog bank kind of underneath, like about like a foot off the ground. So like to the fucking goblin's knees, as he's like 3.5 feet tall. You guys noticing that you tower over him, but as you guys are on level ground for the first time, because he'd been on an incline going up, and then it was the staircase. So as you guys walk out, you notice that it's actually kind of bright for today. You still see Aten and Zada on the sides of kind of like in the distance, as they're about the size of like half of the moon, our moon, and Kohon is the middle moon, which is a large moon. But Kohon is not in the sky, so it seems that you guys would all know that this is a low tide time. So usually the weather's a bit more agreeable, people aren't as fucking crazy, it's usually a bit better of a time overall. As you walk out, you see that there's miners, there's all sorts of like basically prison jobs. It looks like some of them are kind of just relaxing, some of them are actually having an ale and talking to each other. You notice that their bracelets are glowing like a bright red. And as you guys walk outside, you notice that your bracelets are getting like kind of like a pinkish. They're getting like more red tinted, but it's just like kind of red. You notice that the people who are not having any fun, who are getting worked to the fucking ground, and that are very like getting whipped, as in like they are treated worse than slaves, are wearing deep blue bracelets. You notice your two bracelets are a little bit, or your bracelet is more red than both of theirs. Yours is just a little red. Yours is almost kind of a neutral, like black with kind of a red tint. As you guys kind of all stand up, I want everyone to roll me Constitution checks as the sun hits you for the first time.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, so you get instant headache. Like, you guys almost hit the deck, like, from the amount. You can make a guess that you have not seen the sun in a very, very long time. It was not just the adjustment from not having your eyesight.
Now that we finally see each other in light,
Yep. If you
Now-
want to describe what you look like color-wise.
now as you guys are like actually being able to see what we look like, my eyes are like just white with like my iris is white with the pupils being black, and my skin is a very like deep dark blue, and my hair is like a thundercloud kind of color.
You'll notice about Boldias, he is, he's about 7'2", like 300 plus pounds. But you'll notice for an orc, his skin is white and his eyes are red. And he has some scars that look pretty fucking nasty.
For Xanish, you'll notice that his skin, he looks almost like a fucking vampire. Like, his skin is pale. His eyes shine a very bright purple. And his hair is just this black, shaggy mess. He clearly does not take care of it.
Like how it is right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
You get a haircut so bad.
At the mic.
Mike. Dude, you know what day it is. More natural light, see if that fixes it.
What are you trying to fix?
It's just the lighting in general.
Oh.
I'm getting a harsh light from the sunlight here.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Athlete.
Elite.
I got that fucking feet, dog.
Competes.
Oh, you guys are fucking.
Dark as shit.
You're orange. You're not even dark.
Maybe we open that one back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at them feet.
Athlete.
Is that plugged in?
That light? Yes, it is.
It's a little bit.
Shit.
Can't reach it.
Can't reach.
Okay.
So,
Sorry.
I noticed my bracelet is a lot darker than the other two's.
It's not darker. It's just red.
It's just red?
Yeah.
Got it.
Like, yours is not as red as those guys'.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone can make an insight check. You can have your own ideas of what the difference is and what.
No.
Anyone get above a 12?
I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 1.
Dude, say.
Daddy won!
That one!
I rolled a 14.
Okay. You recognize that the people who have red bracelets seem to be the guys who are in better standing, so they're probably the ones who aren't fucking around trying to escape and trying to make their life harder than it is. The blue bracelet, probably the guys who caused trouble. as you notice, like his is more red. You can guess that you almost always have eyes on you at all times.
So Snip, where is the graffiti at?
Yeah, so we gotta travel for that. So I'm gonna get a cart around, and then we're gonna go this little town. Like it's like 15 minutes in the cart. You guys need anything for the travels?
No. My only concern is if we get attacked on the way, we don't.
Oh no, you don't gotta worry about that. I can handle it. And he turns around and he runs off to the cart and he pulls the cart around like pretty quickly. It takes him about like 2 minutes, and he kind of Tokyo drifts the cart in as the cart is now ready. All right, hop in.
Hop my short ass in.
I'll sit on the edge, and the whole thing just.
Yeah. One of the horses just goes.
Xanos climbs in.
Okay. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, so, what's the last thing you all remember?
Literally
Waking up.
Oh, right.
being in my library.
Okay. Well, it says here that you guys have been traveling and being transported for like 5 years now.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, the documents that we got said you guys have been stuck with each other and been moving around from prison to prison for about 5 years now.
Do you know why?
People got scared. There's bureaucratic shit where you guys get moved along. Usually people end up here anyway. I don't know why they make this the first step, but it's whatever.
Do you happen to know how long our sentences are?
Considering they came from Zulapon, whenever they decide. Sorry about it, but your bracelets, you're not getting them off. You can saw your arm off, and it'll just climb your arm. I've seen it. Please don't do that again. So you're stuck here for now. I don't know. Someone may pay a sentence. I don't know. If you've been traveling for 5 years, that means you probably got lost in the system, so you might have a chance of getting out. To be completely honest. If you got any friends higher up, whenever we're sending out letters, we can do that for you.
Well,
When do you send out letters?
We'll do that by the end of the day. It's kind of like a nighttime activity. Everyone gets together, like everyone in the prison kind of gets together. It's kind of nice. Because this is not like a normal prison. You punch the biggest guy, I swear to God, Vadron will sit on you. And the man's got a dumpy. Don't push it.
Is Vadron with him?
No,
Okay.
okay.
it's just Snap.
Okay.
And he doesn't seem to have any weapons on him.
I probably sent a letter to one of my old shops I have. Me as a player, I don't know where my shop would be at since still didn't like really decide on it, but.
It depends.
Yep.
Probably in Zulapon, to be completely honest. That's where a lot of shop, the best shops are in the upper part of Zulapon. The shitty shops start to move their way down, so you might be like maybe in a mid-tier one,
Yeah.
or if you wanted to try and make it somewhere else, the only other place would be Sultandi.
Zulapon, like mid-tier area.
It's definitely lower mid-tier, because it's very hard to get up there without being a master craftsman. So, that's perfectly fine. We can find just about everyone with our system. It's pretty cool.
I mean, if you can send a letter to GOD's Leather saying that.
You can do that. That's in the nighttime activity. There's a specific time for these things.
Sorry. Snip.
He's just riding along. Anyone else?
Trying to enjoy the view. for the most part.
It's very nice. So right now you're heading towards Siltandi, which is a bit more fertile. You know that this is heavily. Or wait, no. You're going to correct it. You're heading south, and it's starting to. It's still pretty nice for now, but this town seems to be, as you start to approach it, it seems to be a shack town. It is not great, but there is a church there that has a lot of graffiti on the back of it. As you guys start to approach, as he kind of slows down the cart and sits, and he grabs a bucket of paint and a few large paint rollers, and he's like, "All right, let's get to work." And you see Sneb grab one as well as he starts to paint over it.
I'll grab a bucket, grab a good old large paint roller, and I'll start going up and down and making sure all the graffiti's gone. Which is what I can do.
Are there any people walking around?
Yeah, no, there's you see a few kind of, there are about 3 different Dragonborn that are kind of looking and like staring, but they seem to be also in very shitty clothing. Slightly better, it's not burlap, but it's definitely destitute clothing.
As I'm looking at the graffiti, does it like, is it like written in a specific language, or?
There doesn't seem to be a language behind it, but if you would like, you can roll me a religion check.
Religion. Alright.
No. Is that?
It's
the boy?
It's a
Take
boy.
a fucking picture of it. I want it.
It's the first nat 20 of the game.
Woo!
Woo!
He's cracked. He's absolutely cracked.
You gotta say it. No, wait, no, it's a different thing.
Alright, you rolled in that one. Your ass.
Get shit on.
Your ass!
So the dice question chaos.
Sick.
But it's a 21.
That's okay. So, because, for everyone at home, if you're paying attention, this is D&D 5e. However, there are a lot of homebrew and kind of house rules that are being used to, kind of improve the game. And if you have a problem with that, suck an egg. But if you don't have a problem with that, welcome to the family.
Welcome to the normal people.
So, because you got a natural 20, it lowered the DC. And 21 works.
Sick.
As you kind of are looking over it, you take a step back. And, like, if you try to look at it by itself, like, if you try to, like, read into it, try to look for letters and anything like that, realize you're not getting to it. Luckily, you only put, like, 1 or 2 layers on before you start to go, like, of, like, one streak. As you see Sneb is, like, on a corner because he's short as shit. He seems to be going after the bottom of it. You take a step back and kind of, like, soak it all in, and as you do, you pass out. So you both see him hit the fucking deck. His head smack against the kind of like sandy, like almost like soft dirt, like clay. Just smack. Sneb turns around and goes, what the fuck? What the fuck? He goes over and he starts to apply like first aid. And he raises you. He like makes sure you don't have any contusions. He doesn't move you. He's just looking around. He's like, "There's nothing on him. It's not even that hot." Like, I would say
He just fell over.
I know.
Would Xanis have noticed what he was looking at whenever?
He's farther back. He's stopped. Like,
Can I tell that he was facing?
kinda the way he dropped, so it's kind of hard to tell that he wasn't like facing and then fell back. It was more of a like went limp, like ragdoll.
Yeah, so Xanis will start to look around and he'll look. First, he scans like the horizon to see if there's any like somebody that could have cast a spell or something like that.
I mean, you see, there's still like 3 Dragonborn that are paying attention. One of them looks highly concerned. The other 2 actually like place bet, like seem to be exchanging money.
Xanis like will turn and kind of like look. He doesn't look at the whole thing. He kind of like looks it up and down. Can he see any like defining marks or anything like that? Something that would
What are you looking for specifically?
something that would clue him in that he's looking for what made that happen.
Okay. Roll me a religion check.
Might be proficient. I am proficient.
I'm proficient in God.
22.
Okay, so as you start to, you notice that there are these are religious markings, but as you kind of like get a whole like grasp of it, it seems that there's nothing specific about any of this. It seems very vague. It's not talking about any deities. It's not talking. You just know this as religious script since you've done a lot of time in a library. You know what it kind of looks like. You're like, you notice like maybe like a proverb or like a psalm like over like in a spot, but it's almost like a half one, so it's only like a few words, but they don't make sense. They're like almost like jumbled. Like Percy Jackson reading Greek, like it's dyslexia. Like it just doesn't make it doesn't make sense. Your brain can't place the things together. As they're doing this, you awaken. You're back in the darkness. But about maybe 100 feet in front of you, you see a light. Whoom, whoom, whoom. As it starts to split. Whoom, whoom, whoom. Whoom, 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 whoom.
Does it look like it's getting closer, or does it look like it's...
It looks like it's just splitting and it's not moving.
Got it.
But it splits into 4 different pieces. And then there's a large one that rises behind it, a large orb that is cracked. And it seems to be, it seems to have this like malicious nature to one side as it moves. There's like a lighter side. It just seems very disjointed. But it is bigger than the other 2.
Walk forward.
As you start to press forward, you are stopped by some invisible wall. As soon as you move, you can't. It's not like it just smacks like you ran into a glass pane.
Okay.
It was like your body and your will to move lost all ambition. As you kind of survey the situation, the orbs start to approach you. As the large orb forms ahead, and the other orbs kind of form this like small, like a body made of pure light. As it starts to walk towards you, you hear the words, "The gods are not dead." You awaken as Sneb is about to give you mouth to mouth. I didn't know what else to do. I apologize. This is weird now. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
What caused that?
Stand up? What was said again? Sorry.
The gods are not dead.
Sorry, what?
What caused that?
You You look at the shape. Shape's different than what you saw.
That doesn't seem right anymore.
That?
Yeah, the words, but now they're kind of, you can't read them anymore.
When you saw it, there was just a picture. There were no words. Now you see letters from time to time.
So,
It
almost said Renard.
Yeah.
was.
I missed my boy. Xanus will now try and take a step back and look at the entire thing.
Okay. As you do, roll me a religion check.
21.
The same thing kind of happens. It's almost infuriating. Part of your brain thinks maybe you're too smart to get it. Maybe this is like, oh, it only works on dumb people, kind of like hypnotism and like stuff like that. Like you're just like imagining. You're like, your brain is trying to justify, and almost like that voice in the back of your head. You're the shadows start to creep, and it's like, no, it's that's not. If he got it, I could definitely get it. I'm too smart for this. It's the thoughts that start just creep into your head. Do what you will with that.
Well, I guess we.
Help me see this from your point of view, because I don't think I can get it with my own thought process.
If I'm being completely honest with you, what I was looking at were not words. It was a picture. I can't really describe what the picture was, but it was a picture, and I had an outer body experience that was weird.
As soon as you say picture, almost like the voice in your head, kind of like Kanshu from
Okay.
goes like there's a fucking picture there, idiot. Like just a little voice in your head, just there's not a picture there, you fucking imbecile.
Oh, no, that's what he was thinking too. He was, fucking picture. A picture. There's words all over it. Okay, nobody touch anything. And he's going to take the whatever the fuck they were using to get rid of the graffiti, and he's going to muddy up all of the letters.
Okay.
Nothing, and try and keep everything else but the letters clean.
Okay. It'll take a little bit of time, like looking and finding them, because it's more like runes. So
Yeah,
like
no,
some of
it's
them are like etched in to the point where it's not like it's in the stonework, but it like you look at one, it was like, is that a rune or is that part of the picture? So roll me a. Oh God. Roll me a God check. No, roll me a. Roll me another religion check.
Okay.
Oh, wait. You have Eyes of the Runekeeper, don't you?
Yeah.
You have advantage on this.
Good, because it's 24.
As you begin to muddy up the lettering.
Yeah.
You fall unconscious.
Okay.
Smacks the fucking ground.
These are the idiots that I got paired up with.
Don't worry, I will give him mouth to mouth.
No, don't do that.
What?
I'll be real honest with you.
Uh-huh.
And when I looked at this thing, I fell unconscious like that, and I had an out-of-body experience where I was in a dark area.
Hold on. Yeah, hello. You see him pull out this little shell. Hello. Yeah.
No.
Oh. What? No, not. But we haven't. You hear like garble. Okay. But one of them is. Okay. you see him say, "All right, we're packing up," and he starts to like he starts to motion to you. Can you pick up the tiny one and throw him in the cart?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
I pick him up and I literally throw him in the car.
Roll me a strength check. How do you throw him in the cart? Do you like fireman him and then just throw him in the cart?
And then just, get like a little jump, kind of jump shot him off my shoulder.
Roll me
Like,
a strength
it's
check.
like jump
with
shot,
advantage, 'cause
jump
this-
shot with shot put
The
mix.
DC is low because he's fucking tiny.
So with advantage.
Yeah. Because you literally dwarf him.
Strength. 17.
I'm gonna give a D4 of damage.
Ow.
Yeah. What's your strength modifier?
It's a crit because he's
Plus 5.
unconscious.
Huh?
Plus 5.
You take 8 damage as your head.
Ow!
You guys hear a sickening crack as like his head whips back and just cracks into the fucking cart. Which, as we go to you, you start to see a similar thing where the orbs start to appear as you see tendrils from behind you start to grab you by the ankles, and as you kind of, as you're kind of catching your bearings, it's starting to drag you away. What do you do?
He'll fight it.
Okay.
With
As you start to kick and kick, you feel your form of dread start to appear in front of you. Your form of dread. As,
Hold on, that's not right.
as you hear, as bones are starting to splinter off into more arms, as tendrils are starting to erupt out of the shadows, as it's starting to yank you back.
Can we not, please? No.
And when that happens, you are face to face with a mind flayer.
I know what that is, right?
Yes.
Just from studies.
Yes, you know what a mind flayer is.
All right. What?
Congratulations.
On.
Meeting me. Bye. As he does, you're shunted back into the cart, and it almost like whenever he says congratulations, bye, on the crack,
Just.
you're back.
Oh!
You're bleeding slightly from the back of your head.
Oh!
Your eardrums are bleed. You guys see like an inky like black ichor like out of his eyelids and like kind of sopping down to his earlobes.
You okay there, bud? Sned, can you
What? Yep.
stop the cart?
No. Stop.
Can you heal his head?
Oh yeah.
As soon as he's like kind of like trying to like clear his eyes, and he. Oh no.
That doesn't look like
No,
normal
no.
blood.
Is it? Am I?
It.
Do you want me to heal you?
That would be greatly appreciated.
He'll give you 10 points as he like kind of grabs something around his like underneath his armor. You see a glow, and then you see him go, boom, boom, and you get healed 10 hit points.
I'm going to say we don't see that, cause
No, I definitely see the weird shit.
no, what you just did.
What I just did?
Yeah, magical is not, or magic is not allowed here, or
What?
What? You cast a spell earlier.
What? I'm a god. I get to do what I want.
okay. Never mind.
I'm the motherfucking man in this bitch.
No, I thought magic was illegal in certain areas.
What are you on about?
So, from your travels, there are a lot of areas where, especially divine magic, is not allowed. You do know, from your travels you know, there are people who are still paladins.
Okay.
This would be a paladin, but it's from the oath that they take is where they get their
Yeah.
power. It's not from a god. So it struggles on the divine level. It's much weaker,
Gotcha.
but it still exists. It being on a guard is weird, but you don't know this man's. As he got back and he's starting the cart up again. He's turning on the engines of the horses.
In some places I've been to in my travel, divination magic is very, outlawed in some places.
No, not divination. Divine.
Divine, sorry.
It's different. Divination's like see to the future.
Yeah. Divine magic, is very outlawed in some places. Seeing someone that is a god and casting divine magic is awkward. So, yeah.
Oh yeah. I get to do what I want because I run a prison.
Sick.
Are you the warden?
No.
Is there a warden?
Technically, yes.
Who are they?
I have no clue. I live here. I have this, and he shows his bracelet off. I have this so I don't have to eat or sleep, and I also have energy so I can constantly keep 24-hour watch.
So you've never met your boss?
No.
And that doesn't seem odd to you at all.
It does seem odd, but it definitely is better than what I was living in before, so I'll take what I can get. You gotta take what you get in this fucking world.
For sure. Question.
Yeah.
What was the shell about?
Is this what we're going to? We're not going to talk about the fact that two of us fell unconscious. I'm assuming you saw the vision.
I want to get to this first.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, not really. Because I want to
Can
know.
I throw him out the car?
No, I gotta get you all in one piece. Oh,
I
yeah,
wanna-
you're getting out of here, apparently.
What?
Yeah.
This wasn't putting in information.
Well, you were unconscious.
And this is what I was talking about.
I'm just trying to get you there as fast as possible. You guys notice you're hightailing it. Like, he's having to yell over the winds and the horses.
Got it.
In the cart. Like, it was hard to tell because everyone's, like, was moving. You probably would have noticed first with, like, not... I don't know how you're dealing with the situation, but however you're dealing with
He
it.
just thinks that these two are complete fucking idiots.
Valid? Alright, cool.
He's like considering strangling the fucking goblin.
So, we're getting out of here, I guess.
Yeah, no, there's an emissary coming from someone real up top.
Oh God, please don't be my father.
So now we can talk about what we saw. Pitch black, about 4 glowing orbs, and the 5th one being cracked.
And then tentacles, right?
No.
What?
No tentacles, none of that.
No getting dragged into the eternal darkness.
No, the orbs came closer to me and said the gods are not dead.
This fucking alarm bells in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Alarm bells in your head.
Is that like a forbidden phrase?
No, it's not a forbidden phrase. The gods abandoned this plane a long time ago because it could not be saved. It was war-trodden. Like, they left. People think they either died. Most people think they died. But there are some believers that are left that are highly, like, sought out and killed for thinking that. These people think that they just left. They didn't die. So the fact that someone had a vision and said the gods aren't dead, you coming from a Siltandi monastery that means the lady could still be alive, which you know as the one who makes the entire ground of Siltandi actually fertile. She was the best goddess for the humans, humanity, species kind.
Gotcha.
Humanoids?
Humanoids. and you would know that because you probably would have spent some time in Zulapon with how your dad was as a politician, that devils actively pushed the gods out along with demons and basically everything at their disposal. Them and angels kind of worked together to,
Interesting.
to kick the gods out because there was basically a large war in which the gods were becoming too powerful. But that is when it starts to go up to, no one really knows how this fucking happened. Even the people that were alive then seem to have their memories wiped of some degree. So it's all like, there's some stories that are saying, oh, devils and demons and angels all teamed up to take on the gods because they're not actually holy. Like, there's a lot of different shit. But yeah, and the fact that you also saw the orbs, you have the little shadow that always sticks in the back of your head is like almost like retching. It's like squelching.
All right, well, that's bad.
So you're telling me you saw tentacles instead?
Oh, I saw a mind flare.
Don't know what that is.
Oh,
You might. So you can roll me a history check. You wouldn't.
Sick.
Actually, you are. Actually, you're up. Roll me a little bit, just because of your class.
8.
Roll me a 8.
I might have heard stories about it, but like I don't really remember.
Even
too
then,
much.
it's more like it's to scare kids.
Yeah.
What check?
History.
Yeah, history check.
21.
Oh, yeah. So you've heard stories of all sorts of mind flayers, like attacking people, taking over their brains, listening to a hive mind that they donate their brain to once they die so that the hive can be stronger. Like, immensely intelligent beings that are insanely powerful. You know that. So someone coming face to face with one and living, alarm bells. I'll keep saying it.
Before Boldias was just sitting off the edge of the cart like he was before. And now he is moved back to like where the front is.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sitting by Sneb.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And-
hi, big guy.
If anyone is looking, he looks like he wants to get the fuck away from
Yeah,
this
so
area.
for the first time, you've seen the orc look flighty. Like, he is very pale for an orc. He's very pale right now. Almost like if there was any blood in his face, it is now gone. As you all start to see the prison in the distance, the cart starts to slow down. And you see a humanoid wearing I should have this ready. You see a humanoid wearing shit.
Fecal matter?
He's wearing actual fecal matter.
Dude, that's pretty sick. That is disgusting.
Yeah, it's like fucking grody.
It's sick like dysentery.
It's fucking. I always died that way. Oregon Trail. He's wearing leather armor. It's a dark leather armor with like a purple cowl kind of off to the side. And it's like almost like a half cowl. Like it stays on like almost at an angle, so it's kind of like covering half of his face. As you guys are getting closer, you notice that there's like these electric blue, kind of purple eyes, and a large like white stripe that kind of goes down his hairline. As on his shoulder, as you guys come to a stop, you see a little fairy. A little fairy in what seems like normal, like, armor. Little fairy armor.
Like, Like the fairies or just
like a fey fairy
Okay.
is on his shoulder, no wings, in like little plate mail. It's small, so it's about like 3 feet tall. Yeah. But he seems to be, he's not like a hulking figure, but he's definitely got some heft to him. He's about 6'4", and he's got like a lot of muscle, and his leather armor is very broad. He's very broad shoulders. As you see them both kind of stopping the cart. And Snap stops the car and goes, "Oh, you from him?" And you hear him go, the humanoid, he goes, "Yes, I am from him." "Got it." "Okay, yep. This is your stop, guys."
Who is him?
That will be discussed in a second. "Hi!" As the fairy kind of like pipes up. Yeah, no, we're gonna have a quick conversation a little bit over here. We have your shit already, your armor and weapons and stuff, so we'll be able to give you that. We come from... And as he looks over, as he kind of like hopped off the shoulder to start talking, he turns back to the human. He goes, "Alright, well, we'll tell you that whenever the goblin's not here." "You heard him, goblin." "Right!" As he like ushers you guys out and just gets the fuck out.
I snapped.
Bye! Have fun, don't die! As everyone roll me an insight check. This'll... Bro is cracked.
Dude, same.
6.
5.
Both of you actually make it. 5 was the DC.
Really? Okay.
So, yeah, there's
23.
more stuff. Yeah. So for you two, you guys know the world is a very dark place. There's not a lot of happy people. There's not a lot of people that enjoy their life in general, and the people that do come from a very, very hard life and where they're complacent and okay with their lives as they have it. You don't really meet that many people who are actively out to be nice to people. Sneb being nice to one, being a goblin and being nice, where goblins are very feral creatures in these lands. You guys are like, he's like probably one of the only genuinely nice people you've ever met, Xanis, and he's probably like one of the only 10 that you probably would have met. You get the feeling that you sense a lot of sorrow in him. Like, as he's like leaving, as you're kind of like taking in, like, the fact that he was helping, painting, like, he felt bad for you guys, like he wanted to make your guys' like lives better. He was just following his rules as best as he could. He didn't seem happy there, but he also seemed like this was the best place for him for right now. So it kind of sticks in your brain. As you see the human kind of pipe up, and he goes, "Alright, here you go." And he kind of like throws 3 bags at your feet, and it has all of your armors and weapons. There's trees over there, you can just change. Let me know when you're done. And he like turns his back and starts just talking to the fairy.
I'll get dressed right then and there.
Okay.
I don't have any shame.
Yeah.
So.
No shame.
And whatever else you guys do.
Xanis does go behind the tree.
Okay.
Bull Dice doesn't give a shit.
Okay.
Roll for endowment.
You think he's good? No. Sorry, I'm pulling something up real quick.
Public nudity. Going back into jail. God damn it.
Okay. So, as you all start to put on your stuff, you notice that there's an extra thing in there. as you all start to like pull out the thing. He turns around and goes, "Oh, right, I thought you were supposed to. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I forgot. Go give him the letters." All right. And so he gives you all each a letter. Miguel.
We just got a ladder. We just
Matthias.
got a ladder.
And Xanis.
We just got a ladder.
I want to know who it's from. So you can choose to read it out loud if you would like to, after reading it once. These are the reading noises. Thing is, how you doing? Are you hydrated today? Did you drink your water?
Drink your fucking water!
You have no room to talk. This dude does
bro
not drink
lives
a
off-
lick of water.
Bro lives off Mountain Dew. That's my grandpa.
Greetings, Miguel.
Oh,
Miguel
we're
is
So you can read them to. So if you're okay with the information that's being said in yours, you can read it to the audience.
Miguel being misspelled. No. I hope the return to nature is refreshing. I know how people from bestial natures love their freedom. Speaking of bestial, that cult that abandoned you and those you cared about are still at large. Wow. That abducted you and those you cared about are still at large. Very, very large. In fact, their influence has spread all the way to Emira. As a new partner, it behaves. Yeah. Behoove. Wow.
Cursive.
Fuck cursive.
No, yeah, I know.
Behooves me to alert you to their movements. The cult seems to operate out of Emira now. Best of luck, your new ally, the Benefactor.
What dice are you reading yours?
Not out loud, but to the audience.
Okay. Was yours out loud or to the audience?
That was to the audience.
Okay.
Greetings, Boldias. I hope your new freedom does not go wasted. A creature of your lineage deserves to be under their own volition. I bet you're wondering what I'm referring to. Well, as a token of good faith, I leave you with this. The secrets to your bloodline and the lineage that follows is deep in the country of Ulfeist. There you will find some of the answers you've been looking for so long. Your new ally, the Benefactor.
Mine will also be to the audience and not out loud.
Okay.
Greetings, Valnus. Welcome back to the free world. I bet it makes you feel alive, as well as much you can anyway. As Alvar has told you, I am the Benefactor, and as a token of good fortune, if you head to Viztok in the city of Demir, underneath the city is a ziggurat that has information leading to your patron. I hope this does reach you in good taste. Your new ally, the Benefactor.
So as you guys finish reading, he goes, "Oh, right. So along with that, he points to the items that you have. So you get a little pendant that seems to be like, it looks like it's for an ear. So it looks like an earring, but it has like a little, like almost like a shadow, like a moon with a spore inside of it. So as you put it on, it automatically attunes. You will now get your the extra strike and movement on every attack and round of combat.
Shit.
Yep. Mr. Barbarian, you will be able to cast spells while you're raging. As there's this necklace that has a whistle on it.
Okay.
Alright. It's terrifying.
Yeah. And then I gotta find the thing for you.
Angie spellcasting.
Yeah, you have to death metal scream all of your spells.
I'm gonna seal up that noise
And then you
complaint
will have,
finally.
you get 2 additional Eldritch Invocations.
Okay, right. You told me to look that up earlier and I didn't.
Yeah, I gave him the most heads up.
Fuck!
Wow.
I forgot.
You get to choose them. But the cool thing about this is as soon as you get it, it seems to be almost a shadowy crown with the back almost like draping in shadow. So as you would walk with it, the shadows kind of like fall off, like a mist. So you almost have this like veil of mist at all times. Looks pretty fucking dope. You can change those Eldritch Invocations every long rest if you want to. Like obviously you still only get the 2, but
Okay, I'm gonna write down the 2 that I have now that can't change.
Yeah. So
No,
you're given
change.
these, and you automatically attune, and so you know exactly what these things do. And he goes, so along with the letters, you all are given a magical item that should help you with the skill sets that you have. He grabs the band on your arm and just rips it off. And he does it to all of you.
After seeing that, I just hold mine out.
And he goes to reach out to grab your band, Zanis.
Oh, he will absolutely just be like,
Yeah, he just rips it off. You guys feel so relaxed. It almost feels like whenever you've been working out really
good
hard.
neck crack.
Yeah, like you have like almost like you pulled something in your back, or like there's something real tight and you're like, fuck, you got a kink in your neck. Relaxed. It almost feels like you were always flexing some part of your body the entire time. So you never got like comfortable.
And they had us on the electro stim.
Yeah.
God damn.
I was gonna say, you had like an instant, like a pump all the time. You're almost swole as shit. Then you fucking lame. But yeah, so you all fully relaxed for the first time in 5 years. Putting that into perspective.
With the restraints and everything removed, can Voldias roll a history check to see what the fuck he remembers?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, that's good. 19.
He remembers traveling alongside a riverbank, singing a tune that he had just learned from a group of sailors. Not like sea sailors, because you all know that you cannot go in the ocean. You know these sailors to be like river barge sailors. So you learned a little tune from them, and it just really got stuck in your head. So you were like singing the Wellerman, and then all of a sudden you woke up. Like, so you felt something get to you, but it happened so quickly, like chloroform in the movies, just like instantly, just gone. And then you woke up. What did you roll? Sorry.
19.
With the 19, you do remember that there was this like purple regalia. There was a purple flash before it happened.
Also going to try to
Okay.
remember. That's a 18.
You were finishing up a contract. You had gotten the money, and you were on your way to the shop to just do your normal, like, hey, fix my shit. Here's what I got. Here's what you need. Here's our share. Just like the normal business stuff. But before you can make it there, you never did. As you start to fall unconscious, and what'd you get?
18.
Yeah, similar thing. There's a purple flash.
History check? Is that
History,
something?
yeah.
22.
You were in a nondescript library. You don't remember the town you were in, but you know this is probably like the 30th library that you've ran through since you left. You almost see as you start to remember, you saw a flash of purple and a very creepy smile underneath a green veil. So it looked like there was this like green like shadow over their eyes, but it was a very creepy, toothy smile, very Cheshire cat.
Okay.
Like did not fit a humanoid form. As you all kind of think back for a second, come to your wits. As he continues, he goes, my name is Alvar. We have a mutual benefactor, acquaintance. I was sent by him to get you to him in Zulapon. Now, you don't have to go straight there. You can handle whatever business you need to before we get there. I just have to accompany you.
And where is the benefactor?
He's in Zulapon. You don't have a direct location, but you get the feeling that Alvar knows where. So you're stuck with me and Vigil. Hi, I'm Vigil. I'm just here to watch, help, need healing. I'm your guy. But we're here just to make sure you don't die. I'm trying to get you to the benefactor in one piece. That is my contract. Don't have to be friends. Don't have to do anything. I just gotta get you there. So I'd like to go there first, but it's up to you. You all are joined in some way or another. I don't know why the benefactor wants you. This is where we're at. So where are we going?
As we're grabbing my shit from out of the bag, does it look like I still have the stuff that I need to go back to my shop with, or?
No.
Cool. Nope. I guess not. Just I'll be on the lookout for wild boar. I'll be on the lookout for wild boar or anything that could be like useful for leather.
Oh yeah.
At all. So. No. Do you guys need to stop anywhere? No.
No.
No. Well, straight to the benefactor.
Okay. They go, yeah. We're going. Okay, follow me. As he turns around and he starts walking. You notice that there are spots in the armor where wings should come out, and you see these kind of like, almost they look like they've been like almost serrated, as in like the wings are like this big, and they look almost painful. They look like almost glass shards are going into his back instead of wings. And he's just walking. Happy little skip.
Bull Dice just looking like very.
What's the other person's race? Or
The humanoid?
yeah.
He appears human.
Okay.
He seems otherworldly, but he definitely appears human. Roll me a religion check. Anyone can roll me a religion check if you'd like.
Religion. Sick. Really?
I did it.
14.
Fuck!
This actually makes sense.
21.
21?
Oh,
Did you take a
shit.
picture of it?
Take a picture of it.
Well, since it's the first one.
Yep, that's good. Got stuck on the thing again. 13.
Okay. And what'd you get?
14.
God, leaving the flash on, you're gonna fucking fuck up all the cameras, Adam.
God damn it. So you two,
I didn't even know what was going on.
you get the, he's definitely not human.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't really place it. He doesn't seem like Kalishtar. He does like, you guys both, you're well traveled and you've done a lot of studying. Your best guess is that he's just not human. He's not elven. He's not any other normal races. You bitch, you know this is an Asimar, which to you, once again, alarm bells are ringing. The person's related to celestial beings. There are no celestial beings on this plane that you know of. So an Asimar, real fucking nutso that is here.
What is an Asmar doing in this world?
He just stops.
I'm sorry, what?
Yep, you definitely know that word. You guys both know that. You've heard stories. He stops and he turns around and he goes, I work for the benefactor. That is my job. That is what I do. And he turns back around and keeps walking.
That does not.
He look like a fallen protector or a scourge.
You've never seen any of them,
Yeah.
so you have no clue.
Got it.
Your best guess is that there would be no protector or scourges from the stories because of the way the world is right now.
Makes sense.
As it's hard to see a lot of his face, now that you guys are closer and the veil isn't covering as much, you do see a lot of scars going down his face, like curving. Not like a normal blade, like curves. Very Darth Maul-esque, but like scars instead of tattoos. And the fairy, as you guys are closer, their hair is almost like an opalescent, like white, where it's like kind of hard to tell what color it is. It's kind of prismatic, as the eyes are very large. There's bags under the eyes, but the eyes are very large and they're very a bright green, and they seem full of life, other than the bags underneath. No scars on their face, but they have big bug eyes. As he's like, we can walk and talk, I guess.
So, what were you guys doing before we imprisoned?
The last thing I remember was walking alongside a riverbank, and I saw a flash of purple. And then I woke up with you dimwits.
Sure, dimwits.
And you? What were you doing?
Going through a library. Same thing, flash of purple. Saw a grin. Didn't seem human. Humanoid, anything like it. Here we are.
I was on a way to shop to get the end of a mission done, and then same thing like you guys, flash of purple, and we're in prison.
The fairy like slows down to kind of walk with you guys as you guys are walking and talking together. Alvar does not change his gait. He's walking the exact same way. But the fairy just kind of slows his skip down. Just skips next to you guys.
Vigil, right?
Yeah, that's me. What's up?
I hate to ask this, but
It's the wings.
yeah, it's the
Yeah,
wings.
it's the wings. Yeah, they were ripped off by a devil.
How in the fucking world did that happen?
Well, he put his hands on me, and I could not put my hands back.
All right.
That was when I was young. Yeah, when you're a fey creature, sometimes you're looked down upon, and when you're a young fey and you try to make a trick on the wrong guy, you pay for it. He didn't kill me, mostly because I escaped, but I haven't seen him in a long time, so we're probably good now. He's just skipping along.
So what makes you so happy in life?
Nothing. This world is fucking awful. But if we're awful, that just adds to it.
You've got that right.
Valid point.
I mean, there's always stories and stuff about people like doing cool stuff and like making the world better. And I'm not doing any of that, but I like to watch. Sometimes people do good things for bad reasons. Some people do bad things for good reasons. There's all sorts of things. So you find your reason to be happy. I'm not. We can find it. I hope. Shut up. No. Okay. Told him. He's a grumpy pants.
I can tell.
Yeah, he's not a lot of fun. But he is my best friend, so.
So, do you know anything about how he got here?
Well, all I know is he just stops for a second. I don't know anything, actually. All I know is that basically he's being very careful about the way he's speaking.
Dear God.
Basically, the benefactor became his boss, and is that okay? That's fine. Okay, yeah, the benefactor became his boss, and now he's here. He wasn't here before the benefactor, but the benefactor, he's real strong.
It'd take a lot more than strength to bring a celestial to a plane that didn't have any.
I don't know, they exist. They're just very few and far between. I mean, there is still divine influence, so sometimes you can get lucky and be born as one. Unlucky and get born as one, or have some sort of, maybe you were here before the gods left. You know, things like that happen.
Got it. Well, it's nice to meet you, Vigil, and
It's nice to meet you. DeGale, right?
yeah, together.
Cool. DeGale, Bodias, Xantz. Why did your letter say Vanis?
I don't know.
Huh.
I didn't notice that until you pointed it out.
Oh, sorry, I read your letters. I am a paladin. I'm a good guy. But I took an oath of watching, and so I always keep my eye out. And I just want to look out for you guys whenever we got here, and I didn't want to be like in the dark and make you guys feel like you had to hide stuff from me, because I'm here to help. He's here to make sure. I'm here to make sure he helps too.
So what does that make him? Is he like?
Hmm?
What does he do? Is he like,
He does a lot of things.
like a fighter? Or...
He does a lot of things.
All right, cool. He's a jack of all trades. Got it.
Yeah,
Kinda.
he's very good at hurting people.
Cool.
He's also he can help people, but he actually, so the long story, no. Right. So essentially he can't access all of his magic because of the way his deal works with the benefactor. So he can't heal, that's why I'm here.
Got it.
He can do like field bandaging, because he was like a doctor back when he was in the army. You see him just he physically tenses up and keeps walking.
Dear God.
Well, Dice is actually kind of amused by this.
You can tell
How angry will he get if you keep going?
I mean he'll blow hot air. He's not gonna hurt me. I'm his best friend.
Really? 'Cause you seem pretty scared.
Well, yeah. My next sparring session's gonna hurt, but if it helps you guys feel more comfortable with the situation, that's what I'm here for. Right? Whatever makes you happy, man.
That's good to know.
Yeah, he's the gloom, and I'm the doom. No. No, that's not how that works. Yeah, it can be Doom. Can Doom be fun? Doom is fun, right?
No.
I don't think that's how that works.
What about Mood? I'm the Mood, and he's the Moog?
Brood?
Yeah, he's Brood. You're a woman. He turns his head. And you see
That
him
is
get, like,
not how
a
that was working.
slight smile. Like, just like a little bit of, you're a fucking idiot. And then he turns back and then keeps going.
Speaking about them two being a paladin and whatever he is, what do you guys do? I like to shoot my longbow and I'm good at range. Try to heal if I can, but other than that, I like to be sneaky as well. That's about it.
He's the doom, I'm the boom! Sorry.
Good one.
Someone help me.
Matthias?
I'm from a monastery. I like to play music. That's it.
Cool. God.
Books.
Good to know. I love this conversation. And
guys are
I'll
really
walk
good at
forward
conversation.
to like next to
Alvar?
Alvar, and I was like,
That's why you're gonna go for conversation?
nope, not trying to have a conversation, just walking forward, cause this conversation rocks.
I thought I was doing pretty good. I can turn into animals.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm sneaky.
I had a friend that used to do that.
That's good to know.
So how long are we going to be walking?
Until nightfall. I mean, until we can find a town that actually has shit. Anywhere in Correct it's fucking dog water, so. That's where we're at.
Has there been any wildlife?
Not a lick. Roll me a nature check.
Yeah, what's the foliage like?
So as you guys are walking more towards Siltandi and away from Correcit, you notice that it's very, since you're kind of walking on the edge of the borders, you can see almost like whenever you're standing on a mountain, you can see one side of the desert and the other side's forest. It's kind of like it's, you guys are walking like a rocky, like mountainous area. Because you know Siltandi goes deep down into a valley, like that's where the lake is, the lake of the Lady of Tears Lake, is in the deepest part of the valley, where you guys are at is kind of like towards Correcit, which is a bit higher. You do know that there's mining in Correcit, but right now there's really not much for foliage. It's hard for stuff to kind of grow right here between the like dusty ass barren wasteland of Correcit and the foliage of and like fertility of Siltandi down lower. So you're in a mountainous region right now.
It's a 17 nature check.
And what are you looking for? Sorry.
Just any wildlife.
Yeah. So you get the idea that the air around Alvar is just different. Same with Vigil. Like those two, especially together, you notice that like as you look into the distance, you can see like little like squirrels and like rabbits, like tiny wildlife get out of the way, like they move.
Got it.
You haven't seen anything big yet, but also they wouldn't really be chilling up here. From your experience. So, as you guys keep walking, sundown starts to approach after a long day of walking. You see towards Correcit maybe about half a day's travel, is a smaller, bigger town. Think kind of like a western town. Like, think of Rango. Just like one of those like old school. There's like 15 to 20 buildings, and there's this big saloon.
Yep.
That's what you see. And towards the right, towards Sultandi, you see maybe like a day and a half downwards, kind of like away, more northern, and less on the trail, is a bit of a bigger town. It's probably about 30, 35 buildings. So it's a bit bigger, not too much bigger. Alright, well, let's just bed down here for tonight, and then tomorrow I guess we'll figure it out. Where are we going tomorrow, left or right? Either of these towns should have horses.
Said left was the saloon.
Left was the western town, and right was the more kind of more podunk farm town.
Start walking right.
It's like a day and a half travel. It's like an extra
Oh yeah,
ride. It's half a day to the left,
Yeah.
day and a half to the right. You can just kind of see it cresting over the top as he points it out.
I'd say we go to the one that's closer and be able to.
Would you have money for us to get horses so that way we could?
Was it not in your sacks? Okay, yeah, I have some. And he pulls out 30 gold for each of you.
Alright. Alright, so we bed down tonight and
He rolls out one of his bed rolls. Vigil does the same. They don't like actively try to find a better place. They just kind of stop where they're at.
I'll take out my bedroll and I'll sit down for a bit. I'll sit down on my knees and I'm going to go ahead and primeval awareness.
Okay.
Well, it's only up to a mile, so.
Because it's not your favorite terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Any apparitions, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead?
You get a celestial ping.
Seems close.
Don't know. I think primeval awareness doesn't. Yeah, it just tells you that they're in the mile. That's the weird thing about it. It's so specific where it's like it can tell whatever is in this area, but it won't tell you where it's at, how many, or anything like that. It just says that they're there.
Fuck.
Yeah, you get the celestial ping, but that's it. And on that note, as everyone's bedding down, Alvar and Vigil are gonna go bed. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is where we take our break.
Are we having a break?
I don't know.
I was just saying you guys can keep talking.
Yeah. I don't know if whether or not if we're like actually going to want to do a break, like a 15-minute break, or.
Dude,
I don't fucking know.
I mean, we can take a 5-minute break.
I have a be right back screen.
Okay.
Yeah, just throw that up.
Put it up.
Alright, everyone. We're gonna go to break.
This is where we would put ads if we were sponsored.
5 minutes or art.
Yeah.
Or that. Yeah, no, do that, please, because I want my character to have a face. I'd love it.
I don't peel it off.
Sir!
That's a psychopath!
We'll be right back. We're back.
It doesn't say we're back. Yeah. Welcome back. Last time we left off. Wait, night. What did you guys do?
I just went to sleep.
This is fucking tired.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the moons.
Yeah.
See if
Zeton and Zada are in their places as usual. Or Zeta, sorry. Zeta.
Crescent.
Hmm?
Crescent, or are they?
No, they're always full on.
Got it. Not much after that. I'll keep watch for a bit, and then if nothing seems to happen, then I'll fall asleep.
Vigil seems to like be laying down, but like not sleeping, just like looking around. Looking at the stars.
Look up constellations and see if I recognize any of them.
You know from the amount of time you spent outside, the stars and constellations, they don't exist. Like the stars exist, but there's no constellations per se. There's some that you can like pretend to make up, but like active like astrological researchers, like they haven't put out any information about being able to say like, oh, this is a constellation, this connects, and then like that.
Gotcha.
A lot of religious people think it's because there's no gods, there's nothing, there's no constellations based off that. So that's what it is.
Got it.
Xanis also goes to sleep with the intent of trying to see if he can. That vision is stuck in his head, and he's trying to either lucid dream to go back through it. He doesn't know how to do that, but he knows it's a thing. And so he's trying to see if he can cause that to happen, or if he can cause the vision to happen again. Either one.
Okay. As he tries and focuses on it, every time he gets close and tries to actively like, has he ever tried stuff like this before? Has he ever tried lucid dreaming before?
A couple of times in trying to find out what happened to him when he was at the, what happened to, I'm trying not to say too many things.
And he tried to lucid dream to...
Figure out what saved him.
He tried to lucid dream to find a memory?
Yeah. He tried a lot of things.
Okay.
There was a lot of attempts. I would say that it wasn't very, like, it was like once or twice and it didn't work and he gave up.
Okay. With that experience, then, does he know how to lucid dream?
Not specifically.
Okay. Then if he doesn't have any strategies or way to do that, then it just doesn't happen. What dice? Night. Alright.
He's snoring ignorantly loud.
As soon as Xanis realizes that, he will go to the other side of the camp.
Yeah. They didn't even set a fire, they just laid down.
He'll get to the point where that's not enough to keep him awake.
Got it. The Gale?
Nothing else really. Just after staying up for an hour and a half with nothing in sight at all. Eventually he'll snooze off while looking into the stars, looking at the moons, and then
Does he try to pretend he's asleep?
like at an hour he'll like start trying to fall asleep, but like just actively listening to nature.
You hear Vigil whisper to Alvar, and he goes, "Hey, Alvar, what? Do you ever miss it? What do you mean? You know, like being up there." "No, I don't. And please stop talking about me to them. They need to know nothing more than what I've told them." "I know, but what if they could be friends?" "We don't need friends. We need allies. That's it." "Alright, but like friends, allies, it's a pretty close line, right?" "Sure. Just be careful, okay?" Alright. Can I talk about you more than... No. Just go to bed. I don't sleep. Go to bed. And that's one of the last things you'll hear before he stops, and you just hear him humming to himself at some point. And as the night slowly turns from the dark blues and purples to this lighter orangish, yes, to lighter colors as the sun starts to appear from the direction of Cracket, as the dunes start to almost shimmer as if they were made of gold from the sunlight kind of shining off of it. The sun seems to blend in with Cracket at some points, and it's actually very pretty for such a barren desert. And as the sun rises in the sky, you all start to awaken as you feel the warm beam of the sun hit your skin, and it's a very refreshing feeling as you see dew has covered your bedrolls and
Mountain Dew?
yeah, the orange dew of the mountains.
We're not sponsored yet.
Yeah, Mountain Dew, just sponsor us so we can make jokes on it.
That would be the most random fucking sponsor of a D&D podcast.
I would D and die like that. So you all start to awaken as Alvar almost robotically folds up his bedroll and puts on his armor again. Did you all sleep in your armor?
No.
Just have a leather tunic on.
Okay. So you all stand up and you get dressed. You're doing what are you guys do in the morning?
I take out my drums.
Okay.
So in my bag, I've got 2 little bongos.
Mm-hmm.
And they look very, very small compared to me.
Yeah.
So just clip them onto my belt and just do a little drumming.
Okay. As you guys start to hear the bongo drums just
Get up. Put my what do I have? I think it's just leather armor. Yeah, put my leather armor back on. Roll up my bedroll. My neck.
You, are you wearing leather armor?
So I have like robes you would see at
Yeah.
like a old school monastery church thing, and then just a leather tunic.
Oh, so do you are you wearing leather armor though, or are you wearing armor at all?
Scroll down, it'll be on the left side. Oh no, that's proficiencies, never mind, ignore me.
I'm assuming
It
you're
would be
not
your
wearing armor.
inventory.
Yeah, I don't think I. Just leather light armor.
But are you actually wearing that, or are you using your unarmored thing from Barbarian?
Probably would have been wearing it at night just to keep warm,
Okay. Yeah.
and then take it off during the day.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So and if it's like a leather tunic, it's not leather armor. So
Yeah.
It's not anything heavy. So okay.
I couldn't find an actual leather tunic though for the character
So you
page
basically you basically just cut the sleeves off of some leather armor that you
Yeah.
found off a guy.
on there. Yeah. Some guy just fucking strangled.
I like your armor. Give it. And so yeah. So then you're good. You all gear up for the next day. Alvar turns you on and he goes, "All right. So where are we on?"
I'd say left side. It's closer. We'll more than likely have horses we can get and ride to our next destination. Sound like a good plan?
I like that idea.
Sure.
Yeah. Vigil.
Yeah.
Can't remember the other one's name since he's not very talkative.
I'd like to keep it that way. And as he turns,
Alvar.
Vigil, lead the way. As Vigil starts skipping again. Do you guys do anything for this half day of travel?
Keep on the lookout for certain things.
Yeah, as you start to go towards the more deserted area, the animals start to change. So there are like some large lizards, but there's no like wild game.
How big are the lizards?
They're like large iguanas.
They're decent size.
Would they seem like they're like
Might be a little fashion good belt off of them, but there's not much more than that.
let me go.
Maybe
Wiggle.
boots.
I'm gonna go try to collect a few.
So you're gonna split off.
Just, not too far, but like far enough to where I can get away from them and be able to get back to them. easily.
Roll me a d20 survival. Because now you're gonna actively track them. And,
Yeah.
But it
See.
doesn't harm your speed because you're a ranger. Ranger, Robinson.
You said survival. 23.
Yeah.
That's a natural 20.
Oh.
That's 3 in a row. 3 so far.
So you are going to find a bless you times 2.
Thank you. Times two.
You are going to find a 4-foot long iguana that's very hefty. Skinned correctly, could probably make a chess piece out of it for a medium-sized creature or smaller.
Okay.
It wouldn't be super thick, but it definitely would. It's a very large iguana.
Mhm.
As you kind of hunted it down, it seems like it probably eats a lot of the other iguanas around. So
Sounds about right.
that is what you would have found.
Maybe I'll 60 feet away from it. Pull out my longbow, use it for the first time in 5 years. Snap. And I'll-
me to attack roll?
Wow. That is a 12.
12?
Yep.
You need a 10 to hit, so.
Cool.
You fail.
And
Fucking fail.
You heard the man.
that's going to be 10 damage.
Yeah,
Are we all just being separately heckled by someone?
Is it secretly? What?
They heckled me about Mountain Dew.
Oh. That's funny. But yeah, no, you fucking dust this iguana. You hit it right through the head, right, basically right through the eyeball, as it's just kind of like
Release.
as it gives like a little death like wail as it gets hit right through the eye, through the mouth. So you harm literally nothing on the hide. You've done this before. It's also a big fucking iguana.
I'll get down to it, pull out my arrow, clean it off a bit, put it back, and I'll
Roll me a d20, die 20, survival check.
Wow, that is not good. I think that's just a 6.
As you try and retrieve the arrow from the skull, it chips off a little bit, so like half the arrowhead is attached. So you broke the arrowhead.
Yeah, got it. This is useless now. I'll throw it away then.
Okay.
Then I'll give it a like a slight prayer and give it peace.
What is the prayer?
I apologize for killing you and hope the afterlife of nature treats you well. And I'll pick it up. It's a heavy bitch.
Oh, like 80 pounds.
That's half my size. Sling it over my shoulder. Both my shoulders.
Yep.
And I'll carry it back to the group.
Okay.
I did not slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
But rangers, they can hunt and forage while they're traveling. So
Mhm.
he's at the same speed you guys are.
Oh no.
So he, as he kind of walks up, he catches back up to you all. You see a giant fucking iguana around his shoulders, dead. You see it just like, just right around his shoulders.
There's like blood coming down this side. As like you see, like there's no eyes to it anymore.
Mm.
But you see like a part of an arrow that kind of like sticking out of the other side of its head. Iguana for tonight? At some point?
Sure.
Oh, I want a piece of that.
That was a good pun.
Thanks. I've been working on them.
You get the biggest piece.
Thanks.
Oh god.
I'm making friends.
Boldias just
I
took
heard.
2 psychic damage.
Alvar also took 2 seconds.
Actually dealt the damage to himself.
You get like a nosebleed. You get like flashbacks to
It's just a little
Intense
dribble of
migraine.
blood out of his ear.
one of the monks that you learned from. He basically spoke in dad jokes, so yeah, kind of give you a flashback. Kind of got sad a little bit. It's probably where most of the psychic damage came from. As you guys, after a half day's travel, enter the town. You see a very like western ass town. Like there's a few donkeys around, there's pack mules, there is travel, there seems to be merchants like around. There's like a shitty like doctor's office, like everything looks very ragged. The wood does not look cured at all. It just you can see the
Boards are
rot.
all warped and shit.
Yep, it's warped. You can see some of the rot. It has like a little water tower. like they have irrigation of some sort. But you do see a kind of a silver dragonborn that is kind of standing on the porch with his back to the saloon, just like smoking a large cigar.
Walk up. Greetings.
Howdy.
Anywhere to be able to purchase horses from at all, or an inn for the night? As I look at the saloon, does it look?
You hear Zana's like just face palm.
You know,
as you walk closer to the Dragonborn, you notice that he had a kind of like a bandana on, and then a bandana kind of like down here, kind of like a handkerchief like near his neck region. As you see a large scar kind of go up his cheek, and almost like there's a wild animal hit him like with 3 claws. Sorry, friend. You're looking for what?
I guess our friend Vanis wants to, whatever it is, wants to take lead.
Oh no, you're doing fine.
No, go for it. Talk. Please, go ahead. Be my guest. No, go for it.
I think I'm good.
I'll walk away.
He looks at the half-orc. He's not matching you in stature. You're definitely bigger than him, but he has a physical confidence to him that definitely a fighter.
Yeah.
Of some sort.
I think what these two are trying to say is, do you have any horses?
Oh yeah, you can head towards the stables. It's actually on the other side of the saloon. Yeah, Martha.
Yeah.
We got a couple horses around.
We got a mule. What do you need horses for?
It's not for. Can you come out here?
God.
And coming out, you see a small halfling woman. She looks very, very weathered. Like she's been through the shit. A lot of freckles all across her face. Large, like a gray mane that seems to, the more she walks, the bigger it gets. Like it's just static everywhere. There's stuff in it. Like it looks matted in some areas. Very unkempt. You see her come out with 2 sticks and a piece of cloth. She seems to be doing some sort of craft.
What do you need? What do you need, Jake?
Horses. We got any in the, stables?
This depends. We going upstairs or down?
He just stares at her. Upstairs.
Oh yeah, I think we got like 2 horses and a pack mule. I think.
Anything else?
I think we have a donkey too.
Alright, well, mind getting them together?
Yeah, I can do that. All right, bye.
You see her run off. Not run. It's a run for her, but it's like a grandma walk.
Power walk.
Yeah.
Upstairs or downstairs?
Yeah. This town will drive you fucking crazy, I'll tell you what. She's lived here the longest. I can't tell half of what she says.
Fair.
Makes sense.
So what you guys doing all the way out here? As you notice, as you started to walk up, like Alvar and Vigil kind of stayed towards the center of town, just kind of like shifted towards the building and just kind of laid low, as he kind of glances towards them as well. What brings you here?
Well, long journey.
I get that, friend.
We were in prison, now we're out of prison, and now we're trying to go talk to the person that got us out of prison.
Oh, so you didn't break out. It sounded like you had a prison break for a second. I don't know, it didn't sound too bad. What are you in prison for?
Couldn't tell you.
Fuck if I know.
Kind of just shrug in the back.
Oh, you're back.
So you walked. So would you just?
I walked away like 10, 15 feet. It was like,
Oh, okay. You just walked.
Oh, I thought you did like a walk around the corner and then just slowly walked back.
Got it. Yeah, you talk like 10 feet. You see, like you're like kind of in between Vigil and Alvar and those two.
kind of like shrug the iguana that's on my shoulder. He's like, eh.
Are
Then
you
I'll walk around the
seriously
corner.
still wearing that thing's caucus around your neck?
You walked around the corner.
Mhm.
Okay. As you walk around the corner, you see the older lady starting to get the animals towards. You see that she has a camel.
A fucking what?
A pack mule, and 2 riding horses.
She said a donkey.
Okay.
She said a camel.
She brings it.
Oh, sorry, Sonny. I'm needing to move on here. Come on. Yep.
She's like motioning you out of the alley so she could bring the animals to the front.
Can I hear the yeah?
She's not quiet about it. She can barely hear herself. So, yep. All right, yeah. Mm-hmm. And gets over and she ties them off. You good, Jake?
That is a
you,
strange looking donkey.
I'm going back to my damn crochet.
She's
I've never
Power
heard
off
someone say crochet like a gangster before.
Well, walked up right behind the animals.
take a look at your donkey, your pack mule, and your 2 horses there.
What are we gonna owe you?
Well, 2 horses are actually worth something. They're 20 gold each. Pack mule's about 10. The donkey. We'll say 5.
No.
Mostly because I don't want it to get out
That she
thing
thought
that's
that was
fucking donkey.
okay. That's what I figured.
So, alright, it's about
Donkey.
40, 50, no, 60 gold and we're good.
Do we need all the animals, or do we just need the horses? Trying to find a carriage, or a wagon.
They've already brought them all out. It would be impolite.
Okay.
I motion Alvar and Vigil over.
How does it move? Vigil skips over.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, we're just buying the animals right now.
Oh, nice. How's it going?
Are you guys going to pay for your?
Oh, we're just good walking. If he gets tired, he can just turn into an animal and I can ride him.
Right.
Donkey.
No, that's a camel. Sorry. That is a
At this,
I flipped
at
the 5
this,
for the camel.
Xanis fucking loses it. Like, he's been able to keep the straight face, but the fucking donkey thing just finally sits me. He just starts laughing.
The grandma called it a donkey, so we're calling the camel a donkey.
Oh, the nice young lady?
Yeah.
Oh, well, she's just confused. That's a camel. That's definitely a camel.
Oh. I'll hand the white dragonborn, the silver dragonborn.
He already gave 5 gold. Like,
Oh.
as soon as Vigil said that, he immediately got his.
I will take the pack mule.
What color are the horses?
They're both like a muddy brown.
Xanis will shove over 20 gold for a horse.
Okay. The pack mule was 15.
Thought it was 10.
No, it's 15. Persuasion check.
Shit, one night! Fuck!
I was about to say, no one convert.
I took the best
good
fucking
at that!
one. I took the best one for the least amount. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
That is true. It is definitely the best one.
No. Donkey, dude.
I'm actually proficient in persuasion. It's a 13.
17.
What? At this point, might as well just take the fucking horse. Just hand 20 for the horse.
No, I was making a joke, but hell yeah.
Are you... Oh my god. Can we get some drinks as part of the... as a good faith part of the transaction?
Oh, I don't run the saloon.
What the... Know what? Okay.
I'm the sheriff.
Why
It
are
only
we
makes
paying
sense.
you?
Because I run half this shit. I just don't run the saloon.
You said your name was Jake, right?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Jake. DeGale. DeGale.
Excuse me?
My name is DeGale.
Diego?
No, that is this, but I'm not that exactly.
No.
Diego?
Yeah.
Well, nice to meet you, Diego. Pleasure.
This is Balderis, Xanis,
Balderis.
Boldias.
Baldias.
Baldias.
My bad. Sorry.
I just shoot you like a look like.
Bitch!
Sorry.
It's that fucking TikTok audio where it's actually Aaron. Bitch!
It's not Aaron. No.
I may or may not have rolled a 23 on intimidation.
Sir, how do you feel about this?
I've seen some shit, but seeing this dude that's like large as a Lucna,
It's fucking
it
tree
kinda
trunk of a
freaks me
human.
out
Of a
just a little
being.
bit. To be honest with you, I'm scared of a Lucna, but
Yeah.
seeing someone that's his stature kind of freaks me out.
It's the red eyes.
I've been meaning to ask, are you like an albino?
Yes.
Sick.
Interesting, I've never seen one.
Sir?
Yeah, sorry. Got lost for a second.
Welcome back.
Thanks. I'll take the horse and I'll. God damn it. Much appreciated for the horse. I'll wait for Xanis to take one. Did you already take it? Or take the horse that you...
I took the calmer of the two.
Roll me an animal handling check.
Also... No.
Are you proficient in animal handling?
No.
Then you have disadvantage. Because you a creepy bitch. You may be charismatic when it comes to people, but
Actually,
animals...
Can I forgot about this at the start of the day because I'm still getting used to the Eldritch Invocation thing. Because you said I can change at the end of every long rest, right?
Can I persuade it?
Well, one of the Eldritch Invocations is a Beast Whisper or whatever. So I could cast Speak with Animals at will.
You have to do it at the very beginning of the day.
God damn it.
What did you pick?
I didn't change them. Because I forgot.
What do you mean didn't change them?
Like I didn't... What did I pick originally?
Yeah, so you have 4. You should have 4 right now.
Yes.
What are the 4 that you have?
I have the 2 that I had originally, which is Beguiling Influence and Eyes of the Runekeeper.
Yeah.
And then I picked aura, armor of shadows, and eldritch spear.
Okay. So you still have those equipped.
Okay. Oh shit. It's a 4.
On your animal handling? Neither of them are calm. Then as soon as you come near, they go.
I'll roll.
He'll walk one of them like away from everybody else and try and like calm it down and
Roll another animal handling check as you try and take the reins.
This is funny to watch.
10.
It's not actively bucking, but it is not moving. It does not want to move. It's being stubborn.
He'll like calmly put his hand right here on its nose and kind of like rest it and just wait.
Roll another animal handling check.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna ask.
Keeps getting a little bit better at a time. 14.
Okay, yeah, it's starting to calm down. Well, it's not nuzzling your hand. It still doesn't trust you, but it's not actively running away. You two, what do you do?
While he's doing that, I'm gonna ask Jake for. Do you have any grains or anything we can feed these animals?
Oh, yeah, there's grains at the general store. And he points towards this shitty-looking sign.
I just kind of look at it inside and then just
You can't see.
walk over.
There is a name on top of it. You cannot read it. You just see General Stowe.
Yeah,
The RE is off.
gotcha.
So you're heading to the general store. What are you doing?
I'm going to like reach behind me and create good berries. I'll walk up to the horse and I'll present it to him.
All 10?
Yeah. Fuck it.
Dies for hard time.
Okay.
Cheetah.
So, you have advantage. Roll me an animal handling check.
Yes! Fourth one.
Jesus. He's cracked.
Can't catch a fucking break over here though.
As 23 in total.
Yeah. So,
My first roll was a 6.
it's like, you don't know if it's because it was so fucking scared of Xanis or not, but as soon as you come near it and like undo its lead, it just immediately comes to you and like stays away from him. And so you go to present the good berries and it's already like bonded with you before that happens.
At this point, I'm petting its
Yeah.
nose and check its privacy if it's a male or girl.
It is male.
I'll give you a name at some point. Pet it and
What you doing?
Just continuing to try.
With the last roll, since you got a 14, you're gonna get there. At least by the time you leave, it's just a process. So it's gonna take the rest of the time to.
Yeah, no, he'll spend 20. This is the first that they've seen besides the fucking mural that Xanis is focusing his fucking full attention on. He's like determined.
Yeah. Okay.
Walk into the general store.
So as you take a first step onto the wood. At least feel a little self-conscious. It's definitely not you. Like, this wood is shitty.
Yeah.
As you kind of open the door as it just...
Duck inside.
As you duck inside, and it slams behind you. As it's like the shutters on it just like slam shut. You hear some rustling, and then you see a dark elf pop out from behind the corner. Aha! What's going on, sir?
Need some feed for some.
Oh, you
Animals.
looking for oats? You looking for corn? You looking for what was you looking for, sir?
Oats would be
Oats? Yeah, I got some oats. Yeah, I'll be two. How much oats you want?
enough for a camel and 2 horses.
Camel. Camel. What camels eat? They eat oats?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I mean, how long is the travel involved, sir?
Maybe enough for 3 days.
3 days? Yeah, I could find some oats for that. All right. Yeah. So he turns around, and after like 10 minutes and a lot of like, he brings you a gigantic bag of oats. Like you see my 5-pound bag of rice.
Mhm.
It is like a 20-pound sack. It'll be 3 silver for the whole thing.
Flip my gold.
Lord have mercy. Thank you. Do you want anything else? That's a lot of money for that.
What else do you have?
I mean, I got a few toes and my fingers, but I mean, we got hoes, we got pickakas, we got more hoes. We got a lot of hoes. We sell them to Siltandy, but they haven't been buying recently.
Why is that?
Oh, you know, they found better hoes. There's always better hoes somewhere. It's real sad.
If I look around, is it literally just like
It's
tools and shit?
general goods. So if you're looking for tools of any kind, roll me a perception check, actually.
That is a 19 plus 22.
22. As you're looking around, you notice that everything, like, as you start to look around, like, closer to where, like, the kind of, the desk area is, because it's kind of a large U, where there's stuff, like, behind the shelf, which is, like, nicer stuff. Not really much nicer, but as you look behind, you notice that there's a pretty large walkway that goes down. And it's, like, well made. It's not this shitty wood.
It's down there.
Huh? What do you... Oh. And he runs over, he hits a lever, and it... And the shitty wood is back, as the stairs seem to ascend into the normal floor.
Huh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you sure about that?
Roll an intimidation check.
John Cena. No.
That one.
Yep.
Your ass! As you go.
Get shit on.
Are you sure about that? You go,
Nope. I don't remember what I had for breakfast a second ago.
Like midday.
It's like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
What's your name?
roll an insight check.
These do not have a name. Jesus.
5.
He's not hard to read. He may be too dumb to be intimidated. He also is too dumb to come up with a fake alias. As he seems to be thinking about it real hard. And he looks around.
My name's Axel. I'm Axel.
What's your real name?
My real name is Chris.
Also, at some point, Xanis would have come over here to get feed for his horse to try and help him with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know whenever you want to have him show up.
He probably shows up right after he goes, fuck! You hear that outside
Opens the door.
as you open the door. It's hard to open. It's stuck. It's stuck open now.
Alright. What? Are you hurting the man?
My brain hurts.
I get the feeling that doesn't take much.
You, sir, are a phallus.
Right.
So, Chris here seems to be hiding a passageway.
Oh, is he now?
Jake! As he yells Jake, you see you. Where are you at?
I'm still
you
like
reach the
tending,
horse?
yeah, tending to my horse.
I
I'll
So-
name
My
you
horse is tied
Gorge.
up outside.
You
Of
hear
the store.
Jake. Yeah, he yells for Jake, and he puts it out. He like blows out like with his ice breath.
Ah.
You see him saddle up, and you see a large mechanical device on his hip as he starts to walk up.
Oh.
His boots heels going ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching,
Oh.
as he's walking up.
Tie up Gorge and I'll follow him.
Okay. As you hear Jake walk behind you, and he goes,
I turned and waited for him to show up.
"What's going on here?"
Step inside. I immediately step back out after I see who it like, what the race is, and I'm like, nope.
Got it. So you see DeGale walk in, see the dark elf, and just fucking duck the fuck back out.
Alright.
Rather strange one.
Anyway.
Chris, what's going on?
I'm at, they bought feed.
Alright.
And thing was open.
Alright. Why is this a thing?
Well, because it's a secret place.
We've talked about this. It's not a big deal. He just lives down there.
Inside check. If I can. Not a fucking chance.
21.
Thank God.
I'm also trying to like listen in, and trying to like.
You would have disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Because his inflection doesn't change. It's more of the suggestive way that he's looking at the dark elf. He's not lying, but there's more to this,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. Look, you guys got your mounts, you got oats there, just head on out.
Walk up.
Okay.
At this point, I'm walking back to my horse.
Xanis kind of just stands there in the shop for a minute, looks back and forth, and then doesn't know anything about him lying or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he just the rushing out of town
Yeah.
is sticking with him now, and he's like, nothing more to see here, I guess. And he walks out.
Not at all. And at one point you hear a but after, he doesn't leave the building.
He immediately walks up to Alvar.
That's exactly where I was
So
going.
you two both
In
you
unison.
run into Alvar while he's talking to Vigil. Yes.
You saw more than I did.
They had a secret passageway. Something seemed a little odd about that store.
Okay.
Where did it go? You said
Down.
And the old lady said upstairs or downstairs.
As she did. The passageway was immaculately built. It didn't match anything in this town.
Okay.
Seemed a little odd.
Why are you talking to me about this? So
Sheriff seemed a bit suspicious.
We're trying to see if you know anything else about this, or if this is just as much news to you as it is to us.
not my job.
Dear God, you are boring.
Oh, wow. So insulted. I don't think I can ever recover. Oh, God. The pain. It's impossible. Are you hurt? No, I'm not fucking.
Does this sound interesting to you, Visual?
Huh?
They're hiding something.
Oh. Well, if it's worth hiding, then probably should stay hidden. I don't know. What?
Are we the only two?
I just go and get my camel. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Well, if they're trying to hide it from you, that means they don't trust you. So you either earn their trust and do it, or you're a bad person, and if there's more stuff down there, and it's...
What if they're bad?
They don't look bad. Sheriff seemed fine. He's a liar, but he seemed fine. What? Do you guys not clock that?
No.
I clocked that.
What was he lying about?
I mean, he's been covering because you've only dealt with him as soon as you came into town. Like, he took control of all the social interactions.
Okay, so does this not strike anybody besides me and him as the possibility of this entire town being full of people who are doing bad things and hiding it?
I don't think it's bad. I doubt it. I doubt it if it was bad.
Then why hide?
Because there's a lot of bad people in the world. Literally, most of the people in the world are bad. We've had this conversation. This world is full of shit. Why would they trust anyone who just walked in here?
Fine. Let's leave.
Ride up on the horse and,
Oh, that was actually really well said. Thanks. Your shit too. Yep.
I would suggest getting out of here. For now. And I will... if you're looking at me, I looked very stressed.
Look rattled.
Yeah.
You're gonna be alright up there.
Let's get out of here. I'll walk right out.
Alright. Elias. What the fuck? Are we the only two sane people right now?
That's what I'm thinking.
Alright.
I take it you didn't get any feed. I just have a massive bag of it on my shoulder.
I got the sense that I was not going to be allowed to buy anything in that shop.
Yeah.
I kind of just got dead stared for a couple seconds after you left, and I decided that wasn't bad enough.
Mm-hmm. What do you say we make camp outside of town for the night? Come back.
I love that idea. However, it seems our compatriot, are you fucking just gone?
Slowly riding.
Alvar walks with you. Alvar and Vigil will go with you.
It seems like our compatriots are completely against that plan.
Seems to be that way.
I don't get it, but whatever. I get that people are shit. But this is...
Will y'all hurry up, please?
Will you get an ounce of fucking patience, please?
There's a lot of things I would like to talk about outside of the city.
Okay. And I will try and
I hop on my fucking
Be
horse.
friendly
Hopefully,
with the camel.
if it doesn't fucking decide to throw me off.
Oh, it is. I mean, you spent time with it, and you gave it feed, so...
grab a handful of oats, offer it to the camel. And just let him know that I'm friendly.
This donkey does not give a shit. You just give it food, you're his best friend. It's just
Cool.
like...
Hop on its back.
You ever seen a fucking camel run?
They're fast as fuck.
They're fucking scary fast. They fucking
Yeah,
move.
they go like 30, 35 miles an hour. These things fucking move.
In D&D Beyond, you can add your mounts
Yes.
and extras. Go to manage extras, and you should be able to look it up.
We're not sponsored by D&D Beyond.
You're not sponsored.
Yet.
Oh, we're not? Fuck.
Fucking surprise, motherfucker.
Adult black dragon.
Yeah.
Please.
So as you guys start to ride out of town, Alvar stops once it's like at a spot where you guys are basically out of sight. Alright, now we're able to talk freely. Yes, I'm very interested.
Okay. Okay. I'll pull out my letter. I'll actually read it to you guys.
I don't even remember what your letter said,
Yeah,
so this could be
Shit about your letter.
Yeah, I figured.
I remember.
I wonder fucking why.
It says, I hope, fuck that part. Anyways, speaking of bestial, the cult that has abducted you and the people I love are at still a large, very large in fact that they could be almost anywhere. Some of those being dark elves.
Oh, we killing.
I want to find out their operation first before any more bad shit happens.
As this, they like, I'm assuming they start talking, planning, or anything like that. If they do you guys start talking about like what's gonna go on? If you guys want to go back in town or whatever. If that happens, Xanis will try and pull Vigil aside for a second.
Okay.
So, at some point in my childhood, I was abducted by a bunch of dark elves, for the most part. There were other races involved as well, but for what I can remember, it was mostly dark elves. Yeah, so you said there was something that's underground, right? I
Yeah.
want to find out what's the fuck's in there. So that would be great for me. You guys don't have to tag along or anything like that. I can sneak my way inside and try to figure it out. So
Oh, I can sneak in too.
No, I was just gonna break the place down.
how about that'll be option 2, plan B. If you can't sneak in, we bust in and get the fuck out immediately.
All right.
All those buildings were made out of wood, weren't they?
Very shitty wood.
It's dry, right? Like this climate.
Yeah. It's very desert-ish.
So I have an idea. If we come to the conclusion that these people are part of this cult, that's dry wood.
Write this shit down. That'd be a great idea. Anything else? Ideas? Elvar? Vigil?
Yeah.
You said, Elvar, you said he was interested?
Well, yeah.
What makes you interested?
Look around. We're in Karekit. People don't want Karekit. People from Zulapon want everywhere.
seems like an incongruency there. So, there's gotta be a reason. So, could be something. But, there could be innocent people there. So, just keep that in mind. I don't care what we do. I'll murder anyone.
I like Alva already.
The feeling is not mutual.
You know, I get that sense from you.
Yeah. Just making it strictly business relationship.
Yep. And I'm sorry that your part of the business plan is going to a sidetrack.
No, like I said, we don't have to go to Zulapon. I just have to be with you until we get there.
Good.
I don't care where we go. You're just stuck with me until we get to Zulapon.
Well, hopefully we can make great allies with you and Vigil. So, I will appreciate your help in any shape or form. So, wait later for tonight. Try to sneak our way in, see what's going on. Anyone good at picking locks?
You think we're gonna have to pick a lock there?
Probably.
There was a lever that he hid that passageway with.
Cool.
I can pick locks.
No, we'll definitely need your help then.
But for future reference, if shit seems sketchy, get out of the area, then talk about it.
Yep.
Don't draw attention because there's probably more than just one entrance to whatever that is. But that one will probably be guarded at this point.
Yep.
I get the strong sense there's one in the saloon.
Probably.
Yeah.
That woman mentioned upstairs or downstairs.
Take a little short rest. And we'll
I
get.
mean, it's still like midday.
Yeah.
Like it's like 2 p.m. ish.
What time is it dark in this
Yeah.
world?
Where you're at,
Mm-hmm.
it gets dark pretty early actually,
Mm-hmm.
because instead of being east and west, the sun is actually north and south.
Ah.
Yeah, and so because the poles, the east and west poles, always have Aten and Zeta, so they're constantly going like this. So the southern hemisphere, where you guys are at, gets darker faster,
Okay.
but the light comes faster as well. So yeah, so you guys are waiting for nighttime, and that is where we will leave tonight's session, because we are at 3 hours and 8 minutes. So I think that's a good round time to be at. Thanks everyone for watching and joining us. We will see you guys next time. I can't end it from here. So
He has to wait for me to end it. I'm in control. I kind of want to see how long you can hold this.
Bitch, I can do this all day.
He can, and we know it.
Oh, I know.
Please end the fucking stream.
But it's so I could put the camera on him too. Just leave it on his camera.
And now it's left on you. For the people that are watching, I'm sorry you have to deal with this.
Me too.
Okay, I'm ending it. Bye, peeps.